Okay, we're going to talk about some of the safety features of the Silverados, not just this one, but all of them, all right? In a head-on collision, this hood is made to fold in half. That's what these pieces are for right here, okay? There's dents on both sides. Y'all, come on up here, Jerry, because I know you guys need to actually see it. These pieces here will help the hood fold up. When you close the hood, there's pieces in here that actually lock on here, so the hood can't come back. That's what makes it fold up. The engine mounts are hydraulic filled engine mounts. It does a couple things. It isolates the vibration and whatnot that you feel when you drive down the road, but they're also made to break away so the engine and the transmission go down under the vehicle instead of back into the vehicle. Okay? It's all new stuff, isn't it? There's 3 different engines you can get in a Silverado. You can get the 4.3 V6. You can get the 5.3, which is probably Chevrolet's most prevalent engine, and you can get the 6.2. The 6.2 comes with the max tow package. On a half-ton, you can tow up to 12,000 pounds with the max tow package in the 6.2. Okay? The headlamps, these have the high-intensity discharge lamps, but if you go back and look at some of the other pickup trucks, they don't have them. These are actually improved over the old headlamps, and you can see better when you get old like I am. At nighttime, driving down the road, it's hard to see the lines. Okay? That right there makes a huge difference. The bumper is a 5-mile-an-hour bumper. You're supposed to be able to hit something at 5 miles an hour and back up, and nothing happened to it. Okay? The shocks in the front are a coilover shock, and they're tuned, once again, to isolate the vibration in the bumps in the road. Alright? I'm going to leave all that alone. The frame of the truck now is hydroformed, and it's a solid tubular frame the whole way for the stiffness. Alright? All the cross members are welded through the frame. I believe there's 9 cross members in there to give it the rigidity that it needs and the stiffness. Alright? This one here is obviously an LT. You have power seats on both sides. Okay? There's 3 different bed lengths that you can get on a half-ton pickup truck. Alright? The only 8-foot bed you can get on a half-ton pickup truck is a regular cab. You have to go to a regular cab for an 8-foot. The double cab, you can get the 6.5-foot or the 5'10". And a crew cab, you can get a 6.5-foot or the 5'10" bed, or 5'8" bed. Alright? The towing capacity, once again, based on what model you have and what engine you have, goes anywhere from 5,500 pounds to 12,000 pounds. Alright? When you get to 12,000 pound tow capacity, you're actually getting a beefed up rear end to allow the towing. The transmission is a 6-speed. Unless you get to the 6.2, then it's an 8-speed, and it's tuned specifically for towing. Alright? Some of the new things they have that you can show customers that really make a difference, when you let the bed down, the ones that have the easy lift tailgate, it's not so much about the weight of the lift. The ladies and whatnot still have trouble getting it up. But when you can let go of it and it doesn't slam down, it makes a difference. It makes a difference to the customer. Now this one's got backup sensors and the backup camera. Not all the Silverados come with a backup camera. Make sure you look before you tell somebody you got one. They also went to the new towing connections. You have the 4-pin and the 7-pin connection. Okay, the 7-pin connection gives you control of your trailer if you have the max tow package with the brake controller in there. Now, this one has the brake controller. Okay, I don't know if anybody's ever towed, but when you have a heavy trailer behind you, when you step on the brake, if you don't have any trailer brakes, it's going to push the rear end of the vehicle around. With the trailer brake, you can squeeze this piece up here, and you can actually control how your trailer reacts when you step on the brakes. All right, the higher the gain, the more braking you have on your trailer. So you can put your brake on your truck a little bit. The trailer will actually apply the brakes a little bit harder, and it will slow you down unless there's an emergency. Then, of course, we're all going to mash them. But you don't want that trailer coming through you, so it'll stop. All right. Interior configurations. You've got, of course, bucket seats. This one has bucket seats with the console, and it has the charging system in here for the cell phones. They don't all have charging systems. The cell phone must be configured for charging. My cell phone, I can throw it up there, it won't do anything. If somebody has a phone that'll charge and they lay it up there, you have to make sure you tell them, and there's a little picture up here on top. It's telling you don't lay any coins or keys or metal ink pens or anything like that. Because if the phone's up there charging, that osmosis there is also heating up the coins and the change and the keys. And somebody's going to get burnt. They're going to come back and give you a hard time. All of our vehicles have automatic headlamps. They all turn on automatically. North Carolina has a requirement when you got your wipers on, your headlamps are supposed to be on. They're already on. But you might want to make sure the customer understands that if they're in a situation where there's weather like we've had the last couple of days, they might want to reach up there and actually turn their lights on all the way around. Okay. This one here has electronic 4-wheel drive. There's a manual 4-wheel drive, shifter in the floor, and then you can have 2-wheel drive. The 2-wheel drive gets better fuel economy by 1 mile. All the engines get about the same fuel economy. Surprisingly, the 6.2 with the 8-speed, I've had people come in here and show me they're getting 23 miles to the gallon. Okay, but that truck, when you open up the flap here, it says recommend premium. Also, this truck here has the tilt and the telescopic steering column. They don't all have that. And of course, you've got your screen, your backup camera, your split temperature zones. Always check the window sticker or maybe the printout to make sure before you start telling somebody you've got multi-zone cooling. Okay, then you walk out here and you don't. All right, you should just the biggest things when you deal with a customer. You've got a customer that's come in, they've just been in an accident. What's important to them? The safety side of it, the motor going down, the hood folding up, the steel beams in the doors. Okay, if they come in and they tell you they want a pickup truck that gets good gas mileage, show them a car. I don't think I have much else.